Hey Dave, quick question. For perception, is it 3d6 or 1d6?
No, it's anything, any roll in Dragon Age is 3d6, except for your damage. Unless you have like a one-handed sword, as maybe would be a 1d6. Some two-handers like a maul is 2d6, and a great axe is like 3d6. But all the rolls, all the checks, initiative, attacks, everything is 3d6 plus your bonus, plus if you have any ability focuses. So, but all right.
Cool.
So Werdd and Dragon, thanks for joining on such short notice. And I knew that we were going to be a couple people short tonight anyway. But whenever we get into the game, I'll assign you to whatever characters that I believe it was Goalie Guy and Hazel had. So whatever they have, basically you'll be that character tonight. So, all right. So this is what happened yesterday. Did you guys watch this at all yesterday? Did you guys know what happened or?
Yeah, lots of dead people.
All right. Yeah. That basically. The party had been journeying with Duncan for several weeks in preparations for a possible fifth blight. They had been traveling together for several weeks. They had traveled to Ventiver, Ostagar, Southreach, Lothering, many towns around Ferelden. And now they were journeying north. They were going to stop at Orzammar to visit the dwarves. Unfortunately, on a certain night, Duncan had gotten a message during the middle of the night, some mysterious way, you know, that Grey Warden voodoo magic type of message.
Shit.
Exactly, the Jedi magic. He had gotten a message during the night, and the next morning, he told the party that he had to make a quick trip to Denerim. And the party was, because you are Grey Wardens in training, and the party was still needed to proceed to travel 2 days north to the small town of Greenthorn. Greenthorn is a small town in a valley that is basically between the Imperial Highway and Orzammar. And you guys can see that on the map right here where I'm pinging. That is where you guys are at. That is, that's the barrel to represent where you guys are. So the party had gotten to Greenthorn. As they descended out of the woods, they noticed that there were many crows flying around. Well, actually, on the way, it was a 2-day trip. I'll kind of back up a little bit. They did run into a certain bandit on the road. His name was Forstall Arnethig O'Frosthold, and he was basically trying to collect a tax from the party. And the party didn't want to have anything of that. But just as I think something was fixing to happen, because he was saying that there were 12 blows that were lowered towards the party. Several of the party members, actually several members of our Grey Warden and training party, heard grunts and other things up into the woods, up on the hills on each side. A battle pursues. Several darkspawn shrieks come out, kill Frosthold. They kill him. With their shrieks, they had the long claws, and basically the party watched them drive the claws home into the face of the bandit. Bandit's dead. No other bandits. Exactly. All the other bandits never did anything. Party ensued. They fought 2 large shriekers. Several people got hurt in the party. There were some, a couple rounds of combat. Needless to say, they were victorious. And then they found the corpses of 6 other dead Avars. And the party recuperated from that. Traveled another day to Greenthorn. As they came out of the woods, descended down from the hills, they noticed that something seemed a little off here. And so basically nothing was going on here. It was just pure quietness. As they proceeded to go into the town, they noticed that there were dead corpses on the ground. They were definitely of Orlasian descent, because they could tell by the way that the inscriptions on the armor were. And these were Grey Wardens as well. They were supposed to come to the town of Greenthorn to meet basically an emissary which holds the same rank as Duncan and Duncan is the lead Grey Warden of Ferelden. So Ulrich Lapointe, he is the lead Grey Warden of Orlais. So they were supposed to, the party was supposed to meet Lapointe here at Greenthorn at the rendezvous point. Then the next day, they were supposed to travel east to the Lake Calenhad docks to rendezvous back up with Duncan, and then the pack would then continue to travel east back to Denerim to speak to King Cairn to talk about the Blight and possibly try to figure out what is going on the horizon. So there's also talk of the writ of conscription being, invoked across the lands of Ferelden. So a lot of preparations are being made for this possible Blight, because there's nothing has happened in 400 years in Ferelden. So now from a lot of towns in the south are starting to Ostagar, for example, has been totally almost destroyed from the Blight. Also, there's Stenhold Fortress, which is a little southwest, little further south and west, which is on the edge of the Kukara Wilds. They've also been encountering lots of Blight as well. So, as the party, they actually find a lot of dead corpses. They appear to be Orlais Grey Wardens, and they proceed to the Queen's Boot, where they were supposed to meet up with Lapointe. And as Kodojo enters, he witnesses a barmaid planting a giant meat cleaver right into the head of a darkspawn, and she had actually took care of herself quite well. And her name was, I believe her name was Claire, Callie or something. It was Callie, I think. Yeah. So
she had a rack.
She had a nice rack. AmenIsis tried to get with her.
Roll for hotness.
She basically turned him down. She says, "Well, what a time for this!" But so anyway, she told him that there was a mysterious tower appeared 3 days prior, and that's when skeletons, zombies attacked the town of Greenthorn. Then the party went ahead and they went up to the tower, looked around, noticed that nothing was happening here, and then they entered the tower. Also, can you guys quit the pinging? That's kind of throwing me off a little bit. And they entered the first level of the tower. There was lots of shields of actually Orlais descent, more Grey Warden stuff, more Orlais stuff. Then they went into another room to the west. They went up a flight of stairs and triggered a trap. Basically, it engulfed the entire room with flame. They left that place. Well, they left that room. They had come back down to the main room, and then they started trying to search for other. They found another entry point to the east, and then they started. Somebody did a perception check. They had a hearing check. Kodojo did, and
So did I.
Kodojo could hear bones rattling behind the door. So that's where the party's at.
Okay, and also I picked up the sword and shield that was laying on the ground.
Gotcha.
And dropped my mace.
Gotcha. Alright, so I'm going to put you guys back on the tower. Alright. So you two won't be able to see anything right this second. So what I need...
Which character will I be handling?
I'm figuring that out right this second. So, Steelin's here, AmenIsis is here, and Kodojo's here. You guys are up top. So, I have two mages, actually. So, you're both going to be playing mages, because Hazel and Goalie Guy were both playing mages. So, that's going to be easy to decipher. Alright, so I'm going to... Let's see...
Hey, Amen and Kodojo, who was it that was going to go check out the other two pressure plates that we didn't click?
I was one. I don't know who was going to go with me.
I'll come up with
It was
you, because I
Hazel.
think it was Hazel.
There we go.
I'll come up
Hildegard.
and...
Because I was asking about the picking up one of those shields to see if I could use it, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
just
we'll go
use
back
you,
up there
we'll
and
go
check
back
the other two.
Alright, looks like everybody should have your characters now. And if you guys don't see them, they are in the journal section towards the bottom of your screen. Alright, so you guys have your characters. Kodojo, I think also Stealing, I think you had also done some listening to the door and you heard some bones rattling.
I heard nothing. I failed my hearing check.
Okay, well, whoever it was, it may have been Hazel or Goalie Guy from yesterday, so...
I think it was Kodojo. But
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, never mind.
Once the other two are ready, I believe that me and AmenIsis are going to go check the other two pressure plates up in that room.
Yeah, when we're ready, before we run up there, I want to see if there's anything in this room that's heavy that I can chunk at those plates.
Yeah, there's all kinds of heavy debris down here, AmenIsis. There's
wood.
couple more shields. He said wood. There's also some wood, and as you know, the corridor leads back up from the west. So yeah, you can go back up to that room if you'd like to.
Well, I want to find about 4 nice, about 18-inch.
What's up, Dragon?
Wood that looks
Could be
like
Dragon.
it'd be easy to chunk.
We don't know. Yeah, you could definitely pick up some pieces. Sure.
I'm going to grab a couple as well, just in case.
Anybody else want to go up there with us? Come on, don't be wusses.
No, I had my experience the last time we went up. Thank you very much.
We're gonna use the other rogue as a meat shield. Come on.
I was the meat shield last time.
Still. Then
I'm
you're
still at
experienced
29
now.
damage.
So who all's going up there?
I'm going. Let's go.
Stealing and AmenIsis.
All right.
Hang on,
Yulala is going up to.
guys. Hang on for a sec. Is it a pressure plate on the floor?
There's 3 of them.
There were 3 of them. There were 3 when they saw them. Yeah, they hit one.
Why don't you grab a shield and throw it on top of it?
He grabbed some wood to throw it on top.
Actually, metal shields would be heavier than wood.
I set it off with a bone yesterday.
I think he chunked a
Skull.
human skull, yeah, and a rib cage, yeah. All right, so just Stealing and AmenIsis are going back up there. Gotcha. All right.
Come on, guys. Don't be chicken. Let's go.
All right, so you two are back up into the scorched room. You do notice that there's nothing has changed with this room. You see D2. Actually, you see all 3 pressure plates. One of them looks depressed into the floor. The other 2 look like they can still be activated. And there's nothing else interesting about the room. The bones that were on the floor, like the rib cage and the skulls, those are a little bit more charred now from the last blast.
I'm going to hide around the corner while he blows up the...
I'm gonna get as crouched down and as safely as I can in the doorway before I chunk.
This is gonna be awesome, guys.
Is there like an actual physical door that he can slam as he throws it?
Like slam the door on him so it shuts him into the room?
No, slam the door so that the blast doesn't come out into the hallway.
That it's possible, yeah. I mean, sure. I'll allow you to do that, sure.
Alright, well I'm gonna stand at the door and get ready to close it after he throws his wooden thing then.
Okay, after he throws his wood.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard, yeah.
Dave, are you like 12?
Am I? Yeah, because I remember watching Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, that show's awesome.
I love it.
I'm gonna just select one. I'm gonna take the rest of them and kind of push them off to the side on the stairs so that they're not encumbering. So that when I chunk it, I can step back real quick and he can slam the door.
Okay. As you open the door, you see Hank Hill, and he says, "Are you those goddamn boys that keep whacking off in my tool shed?" No, he doesn't. I'm just kidding. I'm fine.
with the
No, he says something totally different.
God damn it, Bobby.
He says something about propane and propane accessories.
Yeah. All right, so
Different propane up here.
you're able to open up the door, and I guess you chuck it and close the door real quick, right?
That's what the plan is. Yep.
Okay, sounds good to me. Go ahead and do a to-hit roll. God damn it, Bobby. Throw the goddamn shield. Oh, that's definitely it. So you chuck that shield or bone, whatever you threw into there, and you shut the door. And there's a huge explosion.
Yes, it worked. I give him kind of a high five.
As you duck around the corner, the blast just you trip both of the actual plates, and both of the plates explode. The traps that are actually connected to those.
See, I told
So,
you there was nothing other than
Massive
explosions
explosion
up here.
happens,
It's
and
fun and pretty.
you take a total of 31 damage, 31 fire damage between both blasts. The door comes off the hinge, fire totally engulfs the entire corridor, and you both take 31 damage.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
I only have 29 hit points.
You are unconscious.
So these guys are like the special ed of the party. Right?
And everybody down
Yes.
on the floor, I mean, this whole tower shakes. Werdd and Sanford and Son and Kodojo, you three just feel something just rock the entire tower.
I have a quick question. How did his really good roll manage to hit both of them?
Because
a
it
really
was
good roll.
because it was a really good roll.
But hitting both of them did us worse. So wouldn't it pinpoint it right in the middle of one of the pressure plates? Just
It-
one.
No,
And
it
not
it
kill
hit
me?
it hit. But you're
Lucky
not dead.
guys.
You did not die.
I'm unconscious.
So I run up.
I can't hear anything. My ears are just ringing.
I run
Sometimes
up
being
the
really
staircase
good
and
is
see
worse
what the
than being
hell's
really
going on.
mediocre.
He's just sitting there in the hallway going, "Ma, ma,
That's it. I'm just like,
ma."
While those
How,
Sorry guys, roll 20
while
just
those
moved the
two go up
screen.
to nursemaid, I'm going to keep my eyes and ears open in case we actually have company.
Yeah,
how can we
so
tell how much mana I have?
yeah, so you feel this entire room just, and you just feel the entire tower rumble, and even the door down on the base room where you guys are at in the first room, that door doesn't come off the hinges, but it just a wall of flame just comes into the room. You guys don't take any damage, but you can definitely feel a massive heat source coming from that stairwell.
I'm not thinking I'm gonna.
You
need
were
to-
asking about your mana. It's that blue circle. If you target your character, it's the blue circle.
Alright, I can't see my character at the moment.
Alright, so AmenIsis, you just were almost knocked unconscious, and you come to, you shake the cobwebs out, and you see Martin on the ground unconscious.
Meanwhile, I'm heading upstairs to see what the hell's going on.
I'm just gonna kind of stare at him a little while I get my bearings.
Alright, Kodojo.
Stick my finger in my ear, kind of, see if I can get any hearing back.
Kodojo, you appear up to the room, and you see Stealing is unconscious. You notice the door. You have to literally step over the door because it's been blown off the hinges. The door's been shattered, and you see AmenIsis. You see him sprawled out, just starting to come to.
Okay, I run to Stealing first.
Okay.
I guess I look at him, tell he's unconscious, and I try to force feed him a health potion if I have one of those.
Yeah,
You do.
you have one. So yeah, feel free to roll the hit points for that. I believe it's a 1d6. And let me just look real quick.
Is it me rolling or him rolling?
No, it would be you. Let me look up healing potion real quick. It might be on y'all's. No, it's not on the. Is it on the character sheet?
I have one in my character sheet.
It just says that we have a lesser healing potion. It doesn't tell us what to roll.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. Here, I got it. I got it right here. So.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't say what they're on.
Yeah, it's a 2d6 plus con, so it will be 2d6 plus your target's con bonus. So go ahead and roll the 2d6, and then Stealing, you can add your con bonus to that.
I got an 8.
Okay, so you'll get back 8 plus your, well, yeah, okay, there you go. You come to Stealing, and you're like, what the hell happened here? And because you are totally out of it.
I'm gonna use my healing potion too, the one that's in my bag, once I get revived a little bit.
Okay.
And I move over to AmenIsis and trying to smack him a little bit. Say, hey, wake up, come on, come to.
I got a 6.
Alright, so you get back a total of 13 points plus 2 times your con, so...
I added my con into both times.
Okay.
Just
That was
kind
the
of looking at
+1.
Kodojo and kind of wondering if he's actually saying something or just kind of miming something.
I reach into his bag for his healing potion, grab it out, and put it into his mouth. I'm stealing from the thief.
Speaking out of character here, we'll kind of pause the game here. You guys do know that you have 2 mages that have heal spells, right?
Oh, that we do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
you
they're
got 2
giggle
mages.
farting around down in the.
They're
the room
downstairs,
down there.
yeah. Well,
Okay, I shout.
I'm
I'm
also
not-
gonna ask them to heal me. I'm still.
I'm too busy shaking my head and sighing and
I
kind
shout
of hiding my face in my hand.
for the mages to get up here and help these poor dumb bastards.
Well, with the bell that you just rang, I'm sorry, but I want to make sure we're not having any visitors.
We're not. Come save us.
yeah, nothing.
If you all come up here, I can hold them at the door.
Yeah,
A
Werdd
look
and
like,
Sanford.
"That's awesome."
Nothing happens on the ground floor. Although you can actually hear bones rattling as well through the door. The door doesn't open, but you can literally hear bones rattling now. But you did see to the east over here. Well, I'm sorry, the west. That's where Kodojo went up and said something about goddamn fireball or something like that, and he walked up the steps.
Okay, now that it sounds like it's safe, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay, you guys get into the room. Kodojo's pulled Stealing and AmenIsis into the room. You feel as you are walking up the stairs, you do notice that there's just charred ash all over the place. The walls have like a thin film on it. You notice that a couple of the sconces on the corridors going up have been blown off. You have to literally climb over a broken door, a very sturdy wood and iron door. And when you get up to the next level of the tower, you walk in and the entire room is, well, the entire circular room, which is 35 feet, has just been blown to bits.
And you hear Stealing and AmenIsis both shout help at this exact same time.
Yeah, and AmenIsis and Stealing looks to be in pretty bad shape, and he's kind of being comforted by Kodojo and spooned by AmenIsis. So they're both on the floor. They were spooning each other when Kodojo came up there. So
It is definitely what you think.
I just kind of stare at them and say, if you idiots want to die, you can at least do it without bringing down the whole tower on our heads.
Get it this way: if there was trouble, we would have known by now.
yeah, you definitely felt that the tower was rocking. I mean, dust was coming off of the roof. Several, sconces on the walls had fell off in actually the room downstairs, and the door busted open. Even though it didn't come off of the actual hinges itself, I mean, it was actually quite a backlash that you had felt.
See, I was doing everyone a favor. See, because that was a dangerous trap right there, and it needed to be sprung so that nobody got hurt, And since
We
we're
knew
also
it
people,
was a trap, you knucklehead.
Doing us a favor by almost making the tower collapse. It's,
I had to. It's like there was a compulsion there. It's a button. I had to push it.
it's not the kind of favor we need.
Oh,
Don't you just
I-
love that the two rogues were the one that's just had to go press the button?
They
I
had
tell them
to.
they- I tell
You
them
know,
they just
I don't know if we
heal
should
them
waste
up
any
and
of our
help them.
magical power on them because they obviously have a death wish.
I swear to God, you don't save me, I will cut your throat. I will cut your
It's more
throat,
of a,
take your gold.
You
more
guys
of
are
a very curious thing.
Grey Warden initiates, so I don't think you guys would kill each other. But that would be pretty fun towards the end if you guys just wanted to turn on each other. I don't care. But so let's do a heal spell. Let's. When you cast a heal spell, you'll notice on the lower right-hand side of there's your Dragon Age spell Grimoire. Well, you'll notice that you have the spell Heal. You have those 5 spells. Now, that TN that you see there is called the target number. And there's no you have to actually, it's like doing it to hit. But instead of actually rolling it to hit, you just have to basically make your target number. And to make your target number, all you have to do is roll that number. So as you can see, Heal is a creation type of spell. And you can spend 1, 2, or 3 MP, which is mana points. And for every point that you spend, you do 1d6 plus your magic as your heal. So if you decide to spend 3 mana on your heal, you can do 3d6 plus your mana. And that's how the heal works. So you'll have to roll twice. The first roll is a 3d6 plus your magic, and you have to roll 10 or higher. So because the target number is 10. So if you fail that roll, then the spell fizzles, you lose the mana, but you can cast again. So, but it doesn't work like that in combat, because you'll see that it takes a major action as cast time. So yeah, if you fail a spell in combat, then you're done, because you just can't cast again, because you can only get 1 major action per round.
Alright, I'll use 3 mana points on healing whoever's the most hurt still.
Okay. So I guess it would probably be, well, actually, Steelin's had 3 potions already, so
Only 2.
2? Okay. So whoever's casting heal, go ahead and you can go ahead and type in 3d6 plus your magic skill. Your magic number.
Meanwhile, I'm standing guard at the door.
Which your magic number will be 4, so you'll do 3d6
The
plus
door
4.
left.
So you already, even if you roll 3 1s, you'll have a 7. You'll fail, but I mean, it's not like it's a horrible percent chance to fail. So let's see. Yeah, you both are able to cast successfully, and I guess you both cast a 3d6 heal on each person. So you guys can go ahead and do your 3d6 plus magic again, and that will be how many hit points you get back. And just, you guys can just do that. So that's the target number system, and you guys can cast spells. It's not like Dungeons and Dragons where you have 4 first spell slots in 3 seconds. This is, as long as you have the mana, you can cast till you're out. So
Alright,
it's a great system.
so AmenIsis gets 14 back.
All right,
Steel-
there you go.
And Steelin should get 14.
There you
Does
go.
he get any sort of a bonus because he rolled 2 4s?
Nope. Yeah, he can. Yeah, actually, he can stun. Not on that, but on the successes, on the target number checks, they would. But see, Werdd rolled a 14 with no doubles, and Hildgar rolled a 6-2-5. So none of them had doubles. So that's why I didn't bring stunt points up.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know when, but I figured. I mean, I heard it yesterday, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let them know that whenever they have we'll do stunts another time whenever Sanford and Son and Werdd actually cast again and perform a stunt, or when one of you guys actually perform a stunt. So you guys you've taken a quick breather. You feel much better. Your bell has definitely been rung. And
I would
what are
like
you guys doing?
I would like to, since we're here and they've been tripped, I want to investigate those traps so that